Today I want to talk about a channel that I've been subscribed to since I discovered it in 2014. At the time of this recording, DW2012 has over 11,000 subscribers. This is because of channel creator Luke Newman's Doctor Who fan film series. For those that live under a rock, Doctor Who is a television show about a time-travelling alien with two hearts and the ability to regenerate into a different body. This alien is called the Doctor. Why don't you watch it? It's good. Except for this guy. Currently, there are 4 series on the channel. I'm going to look at these series individually, but not the mini-sode episode things that he does in between. Those don't count. I realise this is a small YouTube channel and has nowhere near the proper budget of Doctor Who, so take this review with a pinch of salt.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! No fucking shit! Spoiler alert! Where the fuck do you think you are? Of course there's spoilers! It's a goddamn review! What the fuck kind of people are you going on YouTube looking up shit about a movie you haven't seen yet and you get all pissed off because they spoil things for you? Duh!
When I first watched this series in 2014, I thought it was pretty good. Rewatching it today, I have to say it was a lot funnier than I remember, and not funny in a good way. The choppy special effects and cardboard Cybermen were extremely entertaining. I couldn't help but laugh every time the Doctor's companion, played by Chloe, looked like she was about to chuckle in every single episode. Episode 1 is about the Doctor tackling the Cybermen. I couldn't make it through this episode without laughing. Mr. Dickinson is the best, worst character so far. Just look at some of this acting.
This time. I don't know what you mean, Doctor.
And seeing the silly mistakes like the reflection of the camera and glass, and the green screen mistakes, just made me laugh. One thing I don't understand at all is the logic of a Cyberman converting somebody that voluntarily puts on Cyberman technology will make the conversion stop and explode because Cyberman converting a Cyberman will cause a short circuit. It's confusing. Episode 2 wasn't interesting, however you will have to watch it because of the future plot, otherwise every other episode after won't make sense. You see this stone? This plot point won't be resolved until the last episode in Series 3. Episode 4 is the best in the series. It was uploaded during the 50th anniversary of the real Doctor Who. It's where all the incarnations of the Doctor in Luke's fan film universe come together to defeat the Valeyard. Wow, the Valeyard. That's actually quite cool. It's a shame Moffat never thought of that. Instead he just reused the Master. Again. Some of the Doctors featured are Rob Baines, Daniel J. Patton and Ryan Hennessy. Sorry if I said those wrong. It's honestly quite good, if you watch the previous episodes of course. And I don't remember episode 5. Were you paying attention during Series 1? If you didn't, you won't understand this series. Luke as a showrunner has the same problem as Stephen Moffat. Yes, he's capable of writing exciting stories, however you can't watch the episodes out of order, otherwise they won't make sense. Another similarity between Luke and Moffat is that their Doctors are seen as gods and sometimes scare away the villains with words instead of actually defeating them. But there is one difference between the two. After running his show for 4 seasons, unlike Stephen, Luke still cares about it. The first 2 episodes introduce characters that you'll need to remember because of future episodes, like this clown monster and the blonde guy. Episode 3 was meh, it was fine. I don't like it really. Series 2 episode 4, Destiny in Metal, is a sequel to episode 1, Dawn of the Doctor, and yes, this episode does include the outstanding Mr. Dickinson.
Hello.
What are you doing under there?
And the Oscar goes to...
Episode 5 was fine. The series finale, Dark Times, was the best in the series due to its larger scale. Other than that, I don't have a lot to say about this series. It's not that memorable, which is bad because in order to understand future episodes you need to pay attention to every detail in every episode. Were you paying attention in Series 1 and 2? If you didn't, guess what? You won't understand this series. However, overall, this series is better than series 1 and 2. It's the little things like the aliens in episode 1, the Archelon trance, where the main bad aliens are beaten by the Doctor's words, followed by the aliens saying, "We aren't scared of the Doctor's words." And small parts of episode 3, Power of the Puppeteer, where the Doctor stops bomb threats against his friends, and well, this happens.
I can't stop this. This is it!
If you did pay attention during the first and second series, some of the episodes are much better, even the special effects, but they aren't perfect. There are still cardboard aliens and acting that can make anyone chuckle. Episode 2 is about dinosaurs. It has one of the best endings, I'll just go and watch it for yourself. Episode 3 I already said was good, but if you remember something from series 2. Episode 4 is fine. Episode 5 is hilarious, not in a good way, but Luke must like it because it's in his playlist for his best episodes. Episode 6 is fine. Episode 7 is okay. The series finale, Darkness Rises, is again one of the best episodes, even if the continuity of the Brigadier and his magic hair that can change colour and grow sideburns in a matter of seconds is distracting. The Valiant is back, but this time he's played by another actor. This actor is Calcutt. He's quite good. He and Luke have much better chemistry. It doesn't help that you won't understand this without having watched series 1. The episode ends with the death of Jess, which is kind of sad. Luke shows off his acting talent here very well. It's a nice end for Jess's travels with the Doctor. This is also the episode where the stone plot that started in series 1 gets resolved and releases a villain called Omega. Overall, this series was good. Were you paying attention in series 1, 2 and 3? As always, you'll need to go back and watch the previous episodes, and have real knowledge of real Doctor Who. The best thing about series 4 is the new intro sequence, the mixing of classic and new Doctor Who themes, and the explosion at the end, and the visual effects just make it much better. It's a great mix of modern and classic Doctor Who. The production value is massive compared to the last series, and when I say production value, I mean they could afford to go to Cardiff, to the Doctor Who experience and use real sets from real Doctor Who. That's actually quite cool. This is the best series overall. There is a sense of maturity, the stories are better, the special effects are better, there's better acting. Episode 1 is good, episode 2 is good, episode 3 was written by Megan instead of Luke. I don't want to say this was a factor in the episode being dull, but I just thought it was boring. Episode 4, Glitch, was predictable. I could guess what was going to happen from the opening scene alone. But this series has some of the best opening scenes I've seen. Watch this opening from episode 7.
Look, if you've lost the moon again, I swear I'll...
Doctor, where are you?
We're in the TARDIS, just like Megan told you. What's this all about, Brigadier?
You can't be.
I'm pretty sure I can be.
No, Doctor, you can't be.
And why is that,
Because we've just salvaged the TARDIS from the ocean bed, so you can't be.
Episode 5 was good, so was episode 6, and so was episode 7. You can tell Luke enjoys and looks up to Doctor Who because he tries to copy it where he can. For example, having a TARDIS fly over London where the companion is hanging out the doors scene, which was done in series 9 of real Doctor Who, and introducing something like the sonic sunglasses, again done in series 9. Overall, this series was great. It was more intelligent, it was more exciting, and the better production value just helped elevate the stories, even if there were some parts I didn't like. It's a shame Luke takes more to Stephen Moffat as a showrunner rather than Russell T Davies. Moffat was a terrible showrunner, but his singular episodes are some of the best in modern Doctor Who. Some of Luke's episodes are brilliant. A Mysterious Calling was great, Fatality Trap was great. Both don't rely on story elements from previous episodes. If I was to do a top 5 episodes in no order because they're all quite good, it would be Age of Humanity, Power of the Puppeteer, Darkness Rises, A Mysterious Calling, and The Fatality Trap. If I was to pick a top 3 in terms of ironic enjoyment, so they're not good, but they're so bad it's funny, it would be Dawn of the Doctor, Destiny in Metal, and War Salvage. But bear that in mind because that's my opinion, yours will be different. With what could be his incarnation's final episode, Fall of the Doctor on the horizon, it makes me think about his 5-year journey. With how bad the special effects are and how bad some actors are, I couldn't help but keep watching on. With what started out as Luke making Lego Doctor Who and building his own TARDIS, has become something quite good. His fan film series is arguably better than modern Doctor Who. I wonder why. Luke clearly has a passion for his craft in Doctor Who. He tries his best where he can, and can give amazing and heartbreaking performances at some times. Yeah, the series aren't perfect, but like classic Doctor Who, they have a low budget charm to them. I do have to say one thing though, his first work is a lot better than my first work. I don't even want to talk about my first work, it's terrible, don't watch it. Anyway, the moral of the story is, if Luke can make Doctor Who, then anyone can make Doctor Who. All it takes is friends, a decent editing software, and the ability to build your own TARDIS in a shed. What Luke and his team have done over the years is something to look up to. I think he should keep going with his series even if his Doctor regenerates. It's nice to see the fans coming together to create something great. In all seriousness, this isn't what I want the channel to be about, even if there are a few channels that I would like to review, including myself. Harry and I are currently in pre-production for a film that we hope we can make, but I'm not sure. The film includes Harry, Hannah, Marcus, Mia, and Ryan. The project is a lot more ambitious, so it's going to be a while before it's finished. Anyway, thanks for watching.